Children of Eden is a Stephen Schwartz musical based on the first few chapters of Genesis. The show is going up right here in Tuscaloosa this weekend. Here to tell me more about it are John Andrew Overstreet and Andrew Thompson of the Actors Charitable Theater. Thank you guys for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, my pleasure. You guys excited? It opens up tonight, all that work.
Yeah, we started back in January with auditions, and now the couple months of rehearsal has culminated in what's going to happen tonight and this weekend at the Bama Theatre.
All right.
And we're looking forward to it.
Okay, tell the folks at home a little bit about the show. What's it about?
The show's kind of about more of the first few chapters of Genesis. It starts out with Cain and Abel, Adam and Eve, and then it goes in the second act to Noah's Ark.
Okay, and then who do you play in the show?
I'm just a storyteller.
A storyteller? So you're kind of like the narrator, huh?
Yeah.
All right. What stories do you tell?
I just tell the whole show.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a pretty big role. You got a bunch of lines?
Not that much.
Is this your first show? Have you done some theater before?
Yeah, I've done a ton of theater before the show, but I really like this show. It's a good time.
I hear you. And it's a musical, so there's some songs. Is there anything that the folks at home might recognize? Any tunes?
I don't know, if there's songs that they'll recognize. They might recognize that the guy who wrote the music for this show also wrote the music for Wicked.
There you are.
This was his very first musical that he ever wrote.
Wow.
That's just a fun fact there. And, this show is loosely based on Genesis, and the moral of the story is really about the choices that we make, that it's really left up to us whether we want to choose to love or hate.
So what's the coolest thing about being in a show like this?
I really like working with the music. It's just, as you heard, Stephen Schwartz did do the music for us, so great music. It has a lot of talented people in it that are fun to work with, and those are a few things I just like.
Is it mostly adults, or have we got some kids too?
Oh, we have some kids.
Who do you like working with more, the adults or the guys that are more your age?
I like working with the adults because they, keep you on track. They make you feel like you're actually more important than you are.
Well, that's always good. I think I'd enjoy that as well.
It's hard keeping the kids in line because there's so many of them in this show.
How many kids are we talking about?
I would say probably around 30.
Wow.
They all play the animals on the ark. The narrators of the story. They do a lot of various things in the show.
This is a very visual show, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Would you describe it as being costume rich?
I wouldn't necessarily say it costume rich because all the storytellers are in all white. The only colors that are on the stage are the actual main characters. And it's just kind of to give off this innocence that comes from the Bible. And then in the second act, after Eve has already eaten the apple, then we add in colors to show that the innocence has really gone away.
All righty. Well, thank you guys for being with us today. Children of Eden opens tonight at 7:30 at the Bama Theatre in downtown Tuscaloosa. You can see the show times for the rest of the weekend right there on your screen. There are 2 o'clock matinees on Saturday and Sunday. For tickets, call 205-792-6841.